Hi, I'm Val, and I'm a design coach. What does that mean? Well, I've been a professor of graphic design since 1995. I can't even believe that myself. And I woke up recently in the past few years, becoming more and more disenchanted with the institution of higher education, the cost, the seeing the internal operations being kind of on the front line of how slow um, you know things happen in the institutional environment in comparison to graphic design as a discipline that utilizes technology that is rapidly advancing. And the obstacles that I would encounter that prevented me from um, kind of making these changes so quickly to be effective for a contemporary society. I became frustrated with the institution in the barriers and the barricades that it sets up for people to access this type of education. One of the things that I did like about working in a liberal arts environment was working with people who were curious about graphic design. So I worked with design majors. I worked with design minors who maybe were marketing, business, construction management, history, theater. I've worked with people with all sorts of interests in learning more about graphic design. So that might be who you are. You might be a mid-career person. You might be someone who just graduated from college with a marketing or business degree, and you were not allowed to take graphic design classes because of the structure of the curriculum. You are maybe regretting that, and in your current job, they might be asking you to do some more graphic design. So there's a couple of options for you. You can teach yourself on YouTube or lynda.com or some of these other places. Or you can try to figure out if there's like a night school or get your job to pay for you to go back to school. All of these things are pretty labor intensive. So for example, if you're trying to teach yourself on YouTube, um, where do you come up with the projects, right? How do you get feedback? How do you know you're going in the right direction? So that's what I can do as a coach, right? So I have walked away from a career starting in 1995, working with people from all sorts of backgrounds and interests in graphic design. So graphic design is not just about this magical computer that I'm sitting in front of. It's not about sprinkling magic fairy dust onto this machine and out pops something that, a brand or a brochure or something like that. So if you're looking for some advice on how to kind of just make your work a little bit better, that's one aspect of what I can do. I can be the person that you're calling. Hey, can you look at this for me and help me understand why, the image and the type or what have you is working or not. So that's one option as a coach for you to be able to pick up the phone and have someone to give you feedback. In addition, maybe you want to take just like one little class, right? So where do you start on YouTube? Maybe you're just trying to figure out how to use Photoshop, but what you really need is an assignment that kind of walks you through the kind of the design process, the critical thinking skills that you need to kind of like understand how to start a project and then finish it, right? Because it's not just about the digital tools. So what I can offer you are opportunities to take kind of like a small workshop Now, this can happen in a virtual experience. We can kind of Skype and talk on the phone at your own pace, right? So maybe you only want to work on this a couple hours a night or a week or what have you. If you're looking for professional development, if you're thinking about a career shift, if you're thinking about kind of an advancement in your own, um, the stage of career you're at, then I can also offer a condensed version of what I developed in the college environment, right? At a fraction of the cost. So that means that not only are you understanding and learning more about the design process, but you're getting that one-on-one feedback that you would get in a normal kind of college workshop environment. But where do you go for that? So if you live in a small town or you're working remotely, maybe there isn't a college near you that's offering these continuing education types of courses. So that's what I'm here to help you do. Maybe you have experience with having a coach or personal trainer at the gym. What about a coach for your nutrition or cooking your meals? So just like you would do that for kind of your health and wellness, what I can offer you is that one-on-one relationship where I get to know you as a creative thinker. I can assess and help you understand your strengths and weaknesses. I can challenge you to kind of push beyond your normal way of kind of solving problems. And I can give you kind of structural, realistic kind of tools beyond the digital to help you become kind of a stronger designer uh, in whatever aspect that might be. Maybe you run your own business and you just want to be able to have better language communication skills so that when you want to hire a designer, maybe you want to be a DIY person. Maybe you're looking for that kind of career shift, or you're trying to kind of just enhance the skills that you already have so that you become kind of a more valued employee or more valuable for your clients. You might be a photographer or someone with an art background who's looking to expand your dabbling in graphic design and utilizing your own aesthetic approach. But you need to be able to kind of take your photography to a different level for your clients, right? So all of those different types of things can be customized for your needs. So what I'm offering now is a free consultation for us to chat about your goals and what you're looking for in a program so that it can be customized for you, or you can kind of attack the existing curriculum that you're going to see if you scroll down on this page. So you have a few options. We could just be kind of like phone buddies where you're just paying for having me at the end of the line to give you some critical feedback and be that coach that you need to encourage you and to challenge you and just say, you know what, you're using that blue again, and maybe you want to think about the reasons for the colors that you're using. Or you're just looking for maybe a project-based approach. Maybe you want to learn a little bit more about typography. You want to start at the beginning for kind of graphic design basics, or you're looking for maybe some design history or something like that. So you can just do kind of like one program with a few little assignments in it, or you can look at kind of the holistic program that I've established that is a condensed version of the courses that you would take to get a degree. So if you were going to get a college degree, not a continuing education certificate, you need to think about the fact that 120 credits is what you need to graduate. Okay, so if you're paying, $40,000, 25 to 40,000 or whatever it might be a year times 4, so we're at 100. Say we're at 100,000. 10% on average of the 120 credits is what you're required to take for that discipline, depending on, in a liberal arts environment. If you're in an art department, you're still only taking a handful of graphic design classes if you're getting a BFA or a BA in an art with a design concentration. So in my particular case, it was around 10 classes, which would be 30 credits. So I apologize, not 10%. About a quarter of that $100,000 is going directly to the classes that you need for the degree. But you can only take 1 or 2 classes related to design a semester. So here you're spending a quarter of your time and a quarter of your money over 4 years before you can actually have that piece of paper. Now, when people are actually looking to hire someone, they don't care about the GPA. They might need the diploma, but more and more these days, what people are really looking for is your portfolio. And there's so much with technology now online that you can put yourself out there and show your stuff, right? But maybe you're frustrated with the fact that you are a designer, but maybe you lost your job and you're having a hard time finding a new job. Well, maybe there's a reason your portfolio is not getting you a new job, right? So in that case, just like you would need a personal trainer at the gym, maybe you need someone to coach you through reworking your portfolio, right? Possibly something is going wrong with your cover letter or your resume. It could be as simple as that. So there's lots of different things, different ways that I can help you with your personal goals and objectives. So I'll be your coach, not the professor, but with the 20-year experience. All right, so sign up for a free consultation, and I look forward to meeting you. Thank you.